Trinity used to live a life of crime, but now she's left behind her old life and works at a coffee shop. Unfortunately, making ends meet isn't easy to do with a minimum wage job, not to mention the fact that customers are beginning to get on Trinity's nerves, and it's getting harder and harder to not let her old tendencies take control. So that's the setup for Gangster as Barista. Trinity has what people would call a checkered past. She's done what she's had to do to get by in this world. She was given a rough hand, and she's played that hand to the best of her ability. So on our first day at the shop, she gets into a thing. Well, she doesn't really get into a thing, but she's part of a fist fight in the coffee shop. Also, she's given an opportunity to do the right thing when she comes into a whole bunch of money, which is lost by some gangsters in the coffee shop. As with any job, there's employees that she gets along with and a few that she doesn't. She likes the manager, a nice young man who she would like to call her friend, but there's this other guy that just keeps giving her shit no matter what she does. Gangster as Barista number 1 has 2 stories. The first story, we get introduced to Trinity and we see her first day at work and the setup for probably what the series is going to be dealing with. And the second story gives you kind of an insight into the background of what Trinity was like before she arrived at the coffee shop. Gangster as Barista is a pleasant surprise for me. Many times books like this are, they're kind of like, okay, I'm a badass and I get into trouble, yada, yada, yada. But Trinity seems to be a complex character. She's not someone you can just pigeonhole. In the back matter, Pat Shand talks about how he kind of abhors the label of the anti-hero, even though Tiffany seems, or I call her Tiffany, even though Trinity seems to be kind of an anti-hero. But Shand's main focus in writing comics is to make them humorous and entertaining, as well as have your action and that kind of thing involved as well. He thinks there's not enough good humor in comic. And to that point, I would love to point out that this comic book has just enough humor in it. I won't name names, but there was a book I reviewed a while back that I thought was way too jokey. I use that term a lot. Pat Shand did not empty his quiver of all his jokes in this book. He used them very wisely. He helped craft the story, and it was much more an enjoyable first issue than some other books that I've read recently from Black Mask. And it's a really great looking book as well. I love their logo for the title. The artwork, there's 2 illustrators. There's Lorenzo Rodriguez did the first story, and Vincenzo Riccardi did the backup story, and they're both just beautifully done in glorious black and white. Black Mask bounces back big time with Gangster as Barista. I'm really impressed. I would like to know more about the character of Trinity. I would like to see more about her exploits at the coffee shop and how it goes with her friend, the manager. And I'm going to stick around for whatever issues are coming out subsequently on this title. Man, Pat Shand, Lorenzo Rodriguez, Vincenzo Riccardi, everybody involved in this book did a great job. From Black Mask, Gangster as Barista number 1. Definitely pick it up if you can find it, folks. Thanks for stopping by. Be sure to hit the like button and the subscribe button and turn notifications on if you would like to know when I'm making my next video. So until then, see you guys in the funny papers. Hey, don't forget to subscribe and leave a thumbs up.